Hello dear student, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will see tautomerism effect. This part it is from an stereochemistry or it is from an isomeric part and we need to learn it. Like the video and subscribe the channel for more updates. In case of an structural isomerism, there are 5 kinds of an structural isomers, and out of that one is tautomerism. Firstly, understand what is isomerism. See, any molecule which has molecular formula, it is same, but there is a different structure. So that part is said to be a structural isomerism. So suppose for an example, say this CH3O CH3, and there is one more molecule that is similar, having a similar kind of a molecular formula. If we see the number of carbon in this case, carbon are 2, hydrogens are 3, and hydrogens are 6, and oxygen it is 1. And in this case also carbon are 2, hydrogens are 3 plus 2 plus 1, so it becomes 6, and oxygen it is 1. In both the cases, one is the structure of dimethyl ether and one is the structure of an ethyl alcohol. Both the cases, molecular formula it is same, but only the structure it is different. So this part is said to be an isomer or structural isomer particularly. So isomer it is like having the same, it has a different physical and chemical properties, but the molecule it is molecular formula it is same. So structural, one of an part of a structural isomer it is tautomerism. So it is a phenomenon where a single chemical compound tends to exist in 2 or more interconvertible structures and they exist in a dynamic equilibrium. So for an example, this is a structure. See here the form it is keto. Why keto? Because it is a ketone. Ketone carbonyl compound, ketonic compound, and here this form it is an enol form. It means that it is having an alcohol. OL it refers to an alcohol, and keto it means that it is having a ketonic structure, and OL it refers to an alcohol. Now in this case the molecule it is same, right? It is a single chemical compound, so there are not two different compounds and they exist in 2 or more interconvertible form. So in this case there are 2 forms, so we can say these are resonance form again, but this exists in a dynamic equilibrium. So that is why it is said to be tautomerism. Dynamic equilibrium means so double-headed arrow. There are 2 different arrows, not a double-headed arrow like in resonance structures. So one arrow it is showing an enol form and one arrow it is showing an keto form. So this arrow they are utilized for a dynamic equilibrium, and this dynamic equilibrium it has formed due to shift of electrons. So what should happen in this case? So here in this case, this is the molecule, and the pi bond between carbon and oxygen it breaks. So it breaks and there is shift of an electrons from an oxygen over the hydrogen. So it is showing a shifting of an electron, and this shifting of an electron it causes removal of hydrogen from this place, and it donates a lone pair of electron of carbon and hydrogen between the carbon and carbon, and it forms a new bond in between. So all where you can see the valency of carbon it is 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and here also it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are the 4. Always carbon will have a valency 4 and oxygen will always have a 2. So here it is 1, 2 and again here it is 1, 2. So the electrons of an oxygen they are shifted on a hydrogen and it abstracts hydrogen from carbon, and the hydrogen it leaves an electron pair towards a carbon and it forms a pi bond in between. So this form is said to be an keto, and the next form that it has been formed it is said to be an enol form because of an alcohol. And 99.9% keto form it is more stable, and it is 0.1% it is and less stable form, and they exist in a dynamic equilibrium. So isomers that exist in a dynamic equilibrium with 2 or different more interconvertible structure by some rearrangement in a molecule. So such phenomena is said to be an tautomerism. Hope you understood the concept. For more updates, you can subscribe the channel, and if you are having any doubts, you can comment me in the comment section. I will definitely answer it.